welcome to the University of Texas at Prosper 2020 graduating class. We're here to honor Sam and Kyra for the outstanding accomplishments that they've made, this huge achievement, this next chapter in life that they're going into. I'd like to give a special thanks to the Klein family for hosting. It's a beautiful venue. I'd like to give a special thanks to the Falcone family for making it out here. It's great to finally meet all of you. Both of you have done so much work in raising these two fine people, fine students. And I know that not only the education that they receive, but the upbringing that they have are going to lead them to plenty of success in life, in whatever they choose to do, wherever they find themselves. Would everybody please rise for the national anthem? Very patriotic dogs. I'll start off by introducing our next two speakers. As is customary with any graduation, we'll have the salutatorian and the valedictorian speak. Our salutatorian, Samuel Klein. You know what they say, in the words of the legendary Ricky Bobby, if you ain't first, you're last. Especially in a graduating class of two, I think that those words ring very true here. Sam is graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Corporate Communications with a proficiency in the German language. He was a swimmer at Texas for 4 years, specializing in freestyle. He was Athletic Director's Honor Roll for the 2016-17 school year, 17-18, 18-19, and 19-20. He was a Big 12 academic first team, 2017-18 and 2018-19, and a Big 12 academic second team, 16-17 and 19-20. Not sure what happened freshman, senior year, but I bookended it. So without further ado, any words that you would like to say?
Thank you for coming out.
Thank you. Next up, we have Kyra Falcone. She'll be graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Government with a focus in Public Law, as well as a minor in Business from the Macomb School of Business, and a certificate in Spanish language. She's a 4-year soccer player, made the Dean's List fall of 17 and spring of 2018, Athletic Director's Honor Roll 2016-17 and 27-18, Big 12 Academic First Team 17-18, and Big 12 Academic Second Team 16-17, 18-19, and 19-20. Give it up for your valedictorian.
Thank you so much for coming out. I really appreciate all of this. You guys are the best people ever, and you're doing great today.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm hanging in there. Yeah, all right, great. Well, that was succinct. Next up, I'd like to introduce our commencement speaker, Mr. Todd Sandwich, a man very important in my life. I'll let him take it from here. I don't think we need to drag this on too long.
Thank you, Trent. Thank you for that rousing introduction. wow, wow, wow. In the spring of 1964, the sitting president of the United States of America, President Lyndon Baines Johnson, addressed the University of Texas graduating class as their guest commencement speaker. He touted the value of higher education and told the graduates the power to shape the future is in your hands. In 2014, the University of Texas's guest commencement speaker was the U.S. Navy's Admiral William McRaven. He delivered one of the most popular commencement speeches of all time, racking up tens of millions of views on YouTube. Admiral McRaven shared advice on how to behave, drawing on the grueling experience of his Navy SEAL training. Know that life is not fair and that you will fail often, he told the graduates. But if you take some risk, get that squirrel. But if you take some risk, step up when the times are toughest, face down the bullies, lift up the downtrodden, and never ever give up. If you do these things, the next generation and the generation that follow will live in a world far better than the one we have today, and what started here will indeed have changed the world for the better. And in 2003, as well as last year, 2019, Michael Dell was the graduate ceremony's keynote speaker. While a student at UT during the 1980s, Michael Dell launched his company, Dell Computers, ultimately growing it into a multi-billion-dollar global corporation. Dell told graduates to let passion be the fire that drives their work. Many times along the way, you're going to ask why. Why am I on this path? What is it all about, Dell said. You'll ask yourselves these questions in 10 years and in 20 years, and as often as you're asking them now. Well, I have an answer for you, he continued. It's all about winning. That's right, winning. But, he said, I'm not talking about winning the most points, toys, or market share. I'm talking about winning in a contest with your own potential. I'm talking about believing in yourself to become the best accountant, engineer, lawyer, or teacher you can possibly be. I took the liberty of throwing that part in about the lawyer. My apologies to Mike for that one. Other notable University of Texas commencement speakers over the years include the 41st President of the United States, George Herbert Walker Bush in 1990, and in 2009, filmmaker and UT alum Robert Rodriguez, whose credits include the commercial successes Desperado, From Dusk Till Dawn, Spy Kids, Machete, and most recently, The Mandalorian. Some notable UT speakers indeed. You, however, the graduating class of 2020, Sam and Kyra, get me positive. I was born and raised in the Toledo, Ohio. It's all about me all of a sudden. I was born and raised in the Toledo, Ohio area and graduated from the University of Akron with a Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administration. My entire working career has been in sales. My successes and accomplishments, especially compared to the other speakers I've mentioned, are relatively modest. And the fame I've achieved in comparison is zero. That being said, the events and experiences of my life have been an adventurous and wonderful wonderful journey. Adventurous and wonderful journey that has culminated in this moment that allows me to be your college commencement speaker. And as I'm sure those other speakers felt for their own speaking opportunity, I am sincerely blessed and honored with this opportunity of mine. I remember sitting in on a graduate ceremony sometime in the past. I don't recall if it was my own high school graduation, maybe my college graduation commencement. It might have been a commencement for one of my kids, their high school, college. I don't think it was. I think it goes back a ways. And I don't even remember who the speaker was. But in this particular commencement and in this particular speech, the only thing I remember about the speech is one particular point that resonated with me deeply. I think about this point every year about this time, especially when I hear the word commencement. Commencement. Here you are. Here we are. Commencement. You spent the last 4 years at the University of Texas in Austin, Sam and Kyra. You've taken a number of different classes, studying a multitude of different topics and ideas. You most likely struggled through some and hopefully breezed through others. You've participated in varsity swimming, in varsity soccer, and know full well the rewards and the sacrifices that came with that. You've made new friends, the number of which most no doubtedly is too big to accurately determine. And with those new friends and in those new relationships, you created experiences and memories that will be with you forever. But here you are. Commencement. Here we are. Those college years went fast, didn't they? Commencement would seem to mean the end of your college experience. And it would seem to mean the end of the work required to graduate and be awarded your degree. Commencement could be interpreted to mean that those friendships and relationships you've established will, in many cases, now only be shared from afar, and in some instances, fade altogether. Commencement can easily be viewed as the simple, final act of the broad, expansive, wide-ranging, and all-embracing production you created over the course of your college years. But commencement does not mean the end. It does not. Commencement, by definition, is a beginning or start. Commencement does not symbolize the end of your college experience. What commencement does symbolize is the beginning of your next phases of life. What commencement does symbolize is the beginning of new opportunity. And what this commencement ceremony most recognizes is that now, upon the achievement of your graduation from college, you are properly prepared to take on that next phase of life and to take on that new opportunity. And with that preparation complete, and with that new beginning, and with that new opportunity, you begin life anew. And I have faith. And I know everyone here today has faith. And you should have the faith in yourself that you will do well in life. So in closing, graduating class of 2020, Sam and Kyra, go forth and boldly accept the challenges and joys you are to encounter. Go forth with confidence in yourselves and trust in God. Go forth with the knowledge and fortitude bestowed upon you by the University of Texas. And go forth with the gratification and fulfillment and self-respect you've earned there. And every time you proudly proclaim, hook 'em horns. Woo. Woo.